भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवयां भगवतीम् उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। हरे कृष्ण। So today we are going to continue our reading Srimad Bhagavatam from 10th canto. Today we are going to discuss text 29 from 29 to 36. So first verse only we will recite, then other verses are all I will read I will read the translation and purport. Then later we will discuss one by one the slokas. So now we will read text 29. Tasyam tu kargishit chaurir वासुदेव हृदोद्भगा देवज्ञा सूर्यया सार्धं प्रयाणे रथमारुहत्. Word to word meaning. Tasyam, in that place known as Madura. Tu, indeed. Kargichit, some time ago. Sauri, the demigod, descendant of Sura. Vasudeva, who appeared as Vasudev. Krida Uttava, after being married. Devagya, Devagi. Suryaya, his newly married wife. Sardam, along with. Prayane, for returning home. Ratham, the chariot. Aruhat, mounted. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Some time ago, Vasudeva, who belonged to the demigod family or to the Sura dynasty, married Devaki. After the marriage, he mounted his chariot to return home with his newly married wife. I will complete all the text. So now text 30. Ukrasena Sudha Kamsa Swasupriya Sikirshaya Rasmin Hayanam Jagraha Raujakmai Radhasattair Vrita. Translation. Kamsa, the son of King Ukrasen, in order to please his sister Devaki and the occasion of her marriage, took charge of the reins of the horse and became the chariot driver. He was surrounded by hundreds of golden chariots. Text 31-32. Sadhu sadam paribarham गजानां हेममालिनाम् अश्वानामयुधं सार्तं रथानां च त्रिसत्शतं दशीनां सुकुमारीणां त्वेषदे समलाङ्कृते दुहित्रे देवगप्रादात् याने दुहितृवत्सला. Translation. Devagi's father, King Devaka, was very much affectionate to his daughter. Therefore, while she and her husband were leaving home, he gave her a dowry of 400 elephants, nicely decorated with golden garlands. He also gave 10,000 horse, 1,800 chariots, and 200 very beautiful young maid servants, fully decorated with ornaments. Purport. The system of giving a dowry to one's daughter has existed in Vedic civilization for a very long time. Even today, following the same system, a father who has money will give his daughter an opulent dowry. A daughter would never inherit the property of her father, and therefore an affectionate father during the marriage of his daughter would give her as much as possible a dowry. Therefore, is never illegal according to the Vedic system. Here, of course, the gift offered as a dowry by Devaka to Devaki was not ordinary, because Devaka was a king. He gave a dowry quite suitable to his royal position. Even an ordinary man, especially a high class Brahmana, Kshatriya, or Vaishya, is supposed to give his daughter a liberal dowry. Immediately after the marriage, the daughter goes to her husband's house, and it is also a custom for the brother of the bride to accompany his sister and brother-in-law to exhibit affection for her. This system was followed by Kamsa. These are all old customs in the society of Varnashram Dharma, which is known wrongly designated as Hindu. These long-standing customs are nicely described here. Text 33. Sangadurya mrudangascha neturdundubaya samam prayana prakrame dada bharavatgo sumangalam. Translation. O beloved son, Maharaj Parishit, when the bride and bridegroom were ready to start concerts, buckles, bugles, drums and kettle drums all vibrated in concert for their auspicious departure. Text 34. Padibrakrahinam kamsam abhasyaka sariravaak asyastvamastamo garbo handayam bhagasak buddha. 34. Translation. While Kamsa, controlling the reins of the hero's horse, was driving the chariot along the way, an unembodied voice addressed him, "You foolish rascal, the eighth child of the woman you are carrying will kill you." Purport. The woman spoke of Astamo Garbha, referring to the eighth pregnancy, but did not clearly say whether the child was to be a son or a daughter. Even if Kamsa were to see that the eighth child of Devaki was a daughter, he should have not doubt that the eighth child was to kill him. According to the Vishwakosha dictionary, the word Garbha means embryo and also Arbhaga or child. Kamsa was affectionate towards his sister, and therefore he had become the chariot driver to carry her and his brother-in-law to their home. The demigods, however, did not want Kamsa to be affectionate towards Devagi, and therefore, from an unseen position, they encouraged Kamsa to offend her. Moreover, the 6 sons of Marichi had been cursed to take birth from the womb of Devagi, and upon being killed by Kamsa, they would be delivered. When Devagi understood that Kamsa would be killed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who would appear from her womb, she felt great joy. The word Bhagase is also significant because it indicates that the ominous vibration condemned Kamsa for acting just like a beast of burden by carrying his enemy mother. Text 35. Jidi ukta sakala pavo bhojanam kulabamsana bhaginim handum araptam katkabani kaseyagrahit. Translation. Kamsa was a condemned personality in the Bhoja dynasty because he was envious and sinful. Therefore, upon hearing this omen from the sky, he caught hold of his sister's hair with his left hand and took up his sword with his right hand to sever her head from her body. Purport. Kamsa was driving the chariot and controlling the reins with his left hand, but as soon as he heard the omen that his sister's eighth child would kill him, he gave up the reins, caught hold of his sister's hair, and with his right hand took up a sword to kill her. Before, he had been so affectionate that he was acting as his sister's chariot driver, but as soon as he heard that his self-interest or his life was at risk, he forgot all affection for her and immediately became a great enemy. This is the nature of demons. No one should trust a demon despite any amount of affection. Aside from this, a king, a politician, or a woman cannot be trusted since they can do anything abominable for their personal interest. Chanakya Pandita therefore says, Visvaso naiva kartavya strishu rajakuleshu cha. Text 36. Tam jugupsida karmanam nirushamsham nirapatrabam Vasudevo Mahabhaga Uvacha Parisantvayan. Translation and purport. Translation. Waiting to pacify Kamsa, who was so cruel and envious that he was shamelessly ready to kill his sister, the great soul Vasudev, who was to be the father of Krishna, spoke to him in the following words. Purport. Vasudev, who was to be the father of Krishna, is described here as Mahabhaga, a very upright and sober personality, because although Kamsa was ready to kill Vasudev's wife, Vasudev remained sober and unagitated. In a peaceful attitude, Vasudev began to address Kamsa by putting forward reasonable arguments. Vasudev was a great personality because he knew how to pacify a cruel person and how to forgive even the bitterest enemy. One who is fortunate is never caught even by tigers or snakes. Om Tat Sat. ओम अज्ञानां तिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनः शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः मुखं करोति वाचालं पाङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनदारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. So, first of all, thanks for everyone once again giving this opportunity to me. And another one, thanks for everyone, even though already had my one class, but still with have a full hope, you are all came to this class. Thank you very much. So before going to start the Bhagavatam, how Suta Goswami was praying to Sukadeva Goswami in the first canto, it is there in that verse. Jasvanubhavam agilasrudhisaram yekam atyatmadibam adidirikshadam tamondam samsarinam karunayaga purana guhyam tam vyasa sunum ubhayami gurum muninam. Suta Goswami, before he is going to narrate the Bhagavatam, he was offering his prayer to his Guru, Sukadeva Goswami. So he is saying that Adidirikshadam Tamondam. That means those who are all very much, they are struggling in the darkest region of the material world, like me. So to save this kind of soul, Sukadeva Goswami very compassionately he spoke the Bhagavatam. So by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we have this nice opportunity to every day discuss from the Bhagavatam. So today we are going to see here 10th canto, first chapter, text 29 to 36. This is a 7 verse speaking about how Kamsa was getting angry and he was about to punish or kill his own sister Devaki. That is was described here. Let's see how much we can see that. One time, one rich person, he was organized one program in his home. So in that program, he called the devotees also because he want have a kirtan in his home. So that home function also it is going there, and kirtan also devotees are did, and mainly devotees only, they will not do the kirtan. They used to give class also because that is very much important, because people should know about the knowledge about the God. So that is already spoken this much time, 1 hour we need for classes like that. But somehow that devotee means the who called the program, he is not giving proper time to speak. He was delaying that, Prabhuji, little late like that. So first they fixed a program for 1 hour. Then that situation it is not so good. Then they said, Prabhuji, half an hour it is okay. Then after some time again they said, Prabhuji, we don't have a time, only 10 minutes you speak something about, that's enough. Then this devotee little bit upset. Okay, in 10 minutes what I have to speak? My relatives, they are all want hear about the Gajendra Leela. Acha. in 10 minutes Gajendra Leela. Little bit this devotee was upset, so he said, no problem. I will not waste your time even 10 minutes. 1 second, 1 minute is enough for me to explain the Gajendra Leela. Acha, how? Varanam, Karanam, Naranam. Past time is over. Hare Krishna. I am going. This person was scratching his head. Prabhu, please tell me what is this? You only told you have to. You only told that. Tell me very shortly, so I can say this much only. So what is that meaning? And he said, Varanam means elephant, Gajendra, and that Varanam, when he caught up by the crocodile, what he did? He did prayer. What is that prayer? Adi Karanam, Atpuda Karanam, Sarva Karanam, like that Karanam. So Karanam, he prayed. That elephant was prayed. Then after the prayer, what happened? Naranam came. Naranam means Narayan. Narayana came and he killed the crocodile and he saved that elephant. Past time is over. So when we have only 20 minutes and 7 sloka, we can say something in the form of Vamana. But I will try to invoke the Trivikrama. Let's see how much that Trivikrama is showing his form, that we can release that. Okay? So text 29. Yeah. Thank you. Because 8:30 only still we do, no? 8:40. Okay, no problem. So text 29, it is saying that just after the marriage, they are about to leave the place where the marriage happened. So they are going to the Vasudev house. So Parikshit Maharaj, before he was asked the question, how Krishna took birth in the jail? What is the possibility? Because Kamsa also, it's so much affectionate with his sister. It is showing that how much their dowry they gave. That is showing that how much they have affection. And he himself going to become a chariot driver also. And how it is possible? He arrested and Krishna took birth in the jail. That is what Parikshit Maharaj doubt. So to answer that question, Sukadeva Goswami, here he is going to start the story, how it was happened. That's why he is saying very long time ago, like that, before. So, Devaki, sorry. So, Sukadeva Goswami was saying that they are with a newly married Suryaya, with a newly married the Devaki, they are about to going to leave. And here another one word is there, Sauri. Sanatana Goswami was explaining about this word Sauri. Sauri means he is the dynasty of Sura, demigods. So why here has to mention about that Sauri? Because Sukadeva Goswami want to mention that not only Devaki is coming from some good dynasty. Vasudeva also, it is not less than Devaki. So he also coming from such a good dynasty, to indicate that Sukadeva Goswami using that word Sauri. So he also coming from the such a good dynasty. Okay. And Next, text 30. Uh, when they are going to leave to please his sister, Kamsa, he himself went as a chariot driver. Here, Acharya is giving meaning. Kamsa, what is the meaning of Kamsa? Kam Sukham Sayati Idi Kamsa. Means one who killed the happiness. But here, he is trying to give happiness to his sister. This is totally against his nature. This is really totally against to his nature. That is why it is going to be failure. So this is he is trying to give happiness to his sister. Like in the first canto, Suta Goswami was saying, why is Parikshit Maharaj was so much having love towards Krishna? Because Suta Goswami says, Saratya Parshada Sevana Sakya Dhautya Virasana Anugamana Stavana Pranama. So, Saratya, Bhagavan Krishna, Lord Krishna, he did the chariot driver service to his grandfather Arjuna. So, by hearing all this, the Supreme Lord Krishna, what kind of service are all he did? Virasana, Anugamana. That means the Lord personally he took sword in his hand, and the night time he was protecting the Pandavas camp during that Kurukshetra war. So, by hearing all this activity, Parikshit Maharaj was so much developing the affection towards Krishna. Bhaktim karoti nirupatischa charanarabinde. So by hearing that, naturally that Parikshit Maharaj's love was increasing towards Krishna. So by doing this kind of activities, naturally one will get attracted by that person. And that is also did by some big personality. So naturally that affection will be increased. So here Kamsa, he is a prince and a elder brother also. And he is trying to develop that love towards his sister. So that's why personally he went to drive the chariot. The chariot driver, it is not a very how prestigious job, prestigious job. So, but still Kamsa was doing that. We can see that from the Mahabharata, when Karna was want to try to marry Draupadi, and Draupadi was saying that no, you are not Kshatriya, you are the son of chariot driver, so you can't do. And before one time also, when that competition was going there, Karna he want to show his talent also, but directly they are rejecting him. You are not Kshatriya, you can't do here, you are a chariot driver. Then that time only Duryodhana was immediately giving the kingdom of Angadesh. Angadesh means today's West Bengal. Anga it's become Vanga, and now it is West Bengal. So the point is, chariot driver, it is not a very prestigious job, but still Kamsa was doing that for his sister to make please. So, and what happened next? And text 31, 32, it is describing how much dowry they gave. So here it is said 400 elephant. Gajanam Hema Malininam. That elephant, it is not like just a empty elephant. That elephant is decorated with gold. Imagine that elephant is decorated with the gold. In Guruvayur, near one place is there, that place called Mammiyur. Previously there was one Shiva temple. In that Shiva temple, for the temple property, they have a 60 elephant. Not one or two, 60. To maintain that elephant, they have a separate, maybe it is like a small forest only, 4-5 kilometers surrounding that place. Still it is there. Now that elephant become a Guruvayur temple property. That is another story. So today also we can see that 60 elephants are there. For to maintain that, all the 60 elephant, per elephant minimum 2 person will be there to take care. So just for feed and giving bath, like that only. And another separate team will be there to prepare some food for the elephants. So when I saw that, really I was surprised. Just for 60 elephant to maintain, they have that much, they need that much money and main source. Here it is mentioned 400 elephant. Just imagine where they will park all this elephant. There is no parking place only. And after that, 10,000 horses, 1,800 chariot. Imagine where the marriage happened. It is not like simply in one marriage hall. So that much opulent is there. And after that, they gave 200 maid servants also. That maid servants also, it is not like some ugly girls or very poor girls. They are also decorated very nicely, and they are also very beautiful girls. So that is also, it is a culture. In the purport Prabhupada, mainly he discussing about this 2 point only. One is Paribargam, that is what the dowry, and another one discussion about the Priya Sikirshaya from the previous verse, how Kamsa have the affection to his sister. That 2 point was mainly Prabhupada discussing in this purport. So this maid servant system, it is in our Vedic culture only. Giving dowry and sending some maid servants with daughter. This is all the Vedic culture. If you see in Ramanuja's life history also, one pastime is there. One of his disciples have a girl, and they give another one person. So marriage is over. So after that people, they asked to this girl, why you came alone? Where is maid servant? Because she only has to do all the job in the house. So he has to bring a maid servant. So they are poor Brahmanas, where they will go to bring the maid servants. So they came and told Ramanujacharya like this, they are asking, what can we do? So Ramanujacharya, he was looking around that place, and there was Govinda is standing. Govinda is Ramanuja's own sister's son. So just Ramanuja was looked to him, and Govinda did not spoke anything. He went with them only. Govinda is such a scholar. After Ramanuja, he only is the Acharya for that Sampradaya, and he went as a maid servant. And he was doing many days. He was doing many days service in their home, and nobody knows this. He is like this, such a person. But still, Govinda, without having any hesitation, he did that service to please his guru. So many times, if some service given by authorities or guru, really we are not happy to do that with full heart, even though that is not like some menial service, but still our ego is not ready to accept that. But Govinda, he is such a scholar, but still he went as a maid servant. So next, what happened? And next sloka, when they are about to leave, and the time was that auspicious instruments are all started playing there. So this is also one good sign when we are living from home. So that time they used to see some significance, some auspicious sign. So that will give a good mood to leave that place. Even we can see that in the war also, before going to start, they used to play this kind of instruments to give the inspiration to the warriors. So similarly, like that, in various situation, they used to play this kind of instruments. That is one of our culture. And what happened next? Then the Kamsa, he was told that reins of horse, and he was driving that chariot, and the middle of the way he was hearing some asariri, that woman is saying that Ashtamo Garbo Hanta, that eighth child will kill you. So by hearing that, Kamsa is getting anger. So here it is said that Ashtamo Garbha. It is not clearly said it is a male child or girl child. Just it is said as a Ashtamo Garbha, because when the Kamsa will see that eighth child, that time it would be a girl child. So even if he see that girl child, he will not he will believe that this is child of Devaki only. So for that purpose, they said just Ashtamo Garbha. Similar like this, in the Alvar, Periyalvar, he wrote many songs about Krishna's childhood pastime, because Periyalvar have that the Vatsalya Bhava towards Krishna. So he was writing many songs about Krishna's childhood pastime. So how he is going to starting that Krishna's birth, in that sloka he is telling that he is not telling that right date. Krishna took birth in the Rohini Nakshatra. So, but in that song, Periyalvar, he wrote some wrong date. So Acharyas was asking that why Periyalvar written that wrong date, because clearly it is there in the Bhagavatam when Krishna was appeared. So why Periyalvar has to written like this? And the Acharyas gave that because Periyalvar have that Vatsalya Bhava. If he write a exact date, then Kamsa will came to know exactly this child. Then immediately he will understood about that Krishna birth and he will kill. So to confuse Kamsa, Periyalvar wrote that wrong date like that. So and what happened next? Then the Kamsa, when he heard that woman, then immediately he was cut hold the sister's hair and he was going to cut her head. So till now, uh, Kamsa was having very much affection to his sister, but when he heard about that death sentence, then immediately he got angry and that all the affection was evaporated. There is nothing. He want to kill. See, here it is said he was riding the chariot. Immediately he was hearing that sound. Then immediately he was left the reins and he cut all the Devagi's hair. That means even he did not put a brake also. Suddenly while running the chariot only he was doing all this. So that much fearfulness about his own life. Whether I am going to kill by my sister's son. So immediately he want to kill his sister. So this is showing that one person how much he having that affection or attachment to his own self, that much he will be envious to others, because he want to save himself or he want to satisfy his senses. So naturally he will be envious with others. So devotees, we should not have this kind of character. When we have some problem, then immediately we will try to fight with other devotees or finding fault with others. So this kind of characters, it is not good for the spiritual life. Like if one person want to progress in the spiritual life, he has to develop very good qualities. He has to give up all the bad qualities. Then only easily he can progress in the devotional life. Like if you see in scientists, they are sending the rockets. So when they are sending the rocket, first that rocket is, it's like a full form. When that rocket is started going to up, then slowly what will happen? One after another, that device will be released from that main body. So why they are doing like that? So but for reaching till up to some distance, it is need some weight. Then after that it has to release the weight. Otherwise it can't go to the that orbit. Otherwise before only all the fuels are all will be finished, then it could not reach that orbit. So if one by one that other parts will be reduced, and that main part, that satellite, will be situated in the orbit. After that, that satellite will send information to the this control room. So similarly, when one devotee want to progress in devotional life, slowly he has to give up all his bad quality, like name, fame, pride, like that. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, whatever it is, like that, all the bad qualities he has to give up slowly. Then only he can situated in the purely Krishna consciousness state. So when he is situating in that purely Krishna conscious state, then only he can give the information to the others also. If he is not at all situating in that consciousness, then how he will going to give the Krishna consciousness to others? So it is very much needed for the devotees to give give up all the bad qualities. One time, Prabhupada was having one white suitcase, small suitcase. In that, Prabhupada was having his all the personal things. So one devotee, he was very much liking that Prabhupada white suitcase. So that devotee thought, he went and he bought one big white suitcase and he gave it to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, I think this is very good for you, suitable for you, because you can keep many things in this suitcase. It is very much useful to you. Like that he said and gave. And Prabhupada took that, he saw that suitcase and he put that small suitcase in that big suitcase and locked it, and he was taking that. He was walking inside that room. He was walking like this and he was showing that person how I am looking. Like that Prabhupada was asking him, oh, very nice Prabhupada. Thank you very much. You go. And that person was not going. And Prabhupada knows that his mind. And Prabhupada told him, you want my small suitcase, na? Then you ask directly why you are behaving like this. So just for one sample, I am telling that devotees should have the devotees should not have the duplicity. Devotees should be straightforward. Okay, then next, what happened? So Kamsa, in front of everyone, he was going to kill his sister. This is really very strange. It is unusual, because even though if you see in many houses, they will do fight, but they will not fight in the street. If they come to street, even then other neighbors will say, hey, whatever problem will be there, don't fight in the street, go inside the house and you fight inside the house only, don't come out, like that they will say. So just it is like a small fighting also, it is not good to do in the street. But here Kamsa, in front of everyone, without hesitation, he is going to kill his own sister. Then how all the people will think? So, but still he is not having any hesitation. That is the demon's nature, because they want to protect themselves. So that's why here Kamsa is about to kill. So Vasudeva was going to start speaking. Vasudeva, here Vasudeva, he said as Mahabhaga. Mahabhaga means, in one sense, we can say strongest person also. Sometimes Krishna is mentioning Arjuna also in Bhagavad Gita, Mahabhaga. So he is Mahabhaga, then why he is not fighting? He can fight with the Kamsa to save his wife. So because Acharya says that he knows that Krishna is going to take birth to my wife as in the 8th child. So Vasudeva want to see that, so that's why he didn't fight. And another one lesson we can take it from this, in this situation. one person, if he got marriage with one woman, so in any situation, in any condition, he should not give up his son, uh, wife. That is a vow he is taking the duration during the marriage yajna. He was taking that vow in front of the fire. So from today onwards, you are my half of my body. You are my half of my life. I will take care you in all the situation, like that. So that is the one uh, important uh, uh, important thing to maintain the relationship. The devotees, husband and wife, both of them, they have to cooperate each others in any condition. uh, it is very difficult in this modern situation. Many couples, they are not living together. It is, they are not living together many years. Very easily they are getting divorce. I asked one advocate, what kind of cases are all increasing now in the current period, and mainly he said that divorce cases are very much. So it is very much needed that culture to protect. Husband has to protect wife, and wife has to protect the husband also in any situation. So one, with a small story, I will conclude it in these classes. So this, we can see one example from the story of Vasishtha and Arundhati. So one time Vasishtha, he is going to give the he doing that Shraddha ceremony. So after finishing that Shraddha ceremony, he has to feed Brahmana. So he was searching any Brahmana will available here or not. That day was nobody is available. Only Vishwamitra was available. So we know both of them are very thick friends, very good friends. So he asked Vishwamitra to come and take prasadam in his home. And Vishwamitra said, okay, I can come with one condition. Acha, what condition? If you can feed me 1,000 variety, then I will come and take food in your home. Now Vasishtha doesn't have any option, because nobody is there to take food. So without feeding Brahmana also, that ceremony will not completed. So now he is in the difficult situation. But 1,000 items, how he can prepare within short time? And he was with a sad mood. He went to home and he said to his wife Arundhati like this, nobody is available, only Vishwamitra is available, but still he is putting such condition. What can we do? How that ceremony will be concluded very nicely? And Arundhati said, why you are worrying for this? No problem, I can do, you can bring him. And Vasishtha asked, how you can do 1,000 items? That is my problem, you don't worry, you go and bring him. And Vasishtha went, okay, my wife little intelligent, she will do something. And Vasishtha went and called Vishwamitra, you can come. Then Vishwamitra went and took bath, and he came to his house, and very nicely they put a banana leaf and they are serving one after another. Only 3-4 sabji came, then after that nothing. Then Vishwamitra got angry. What happened? I told 1,000 items, only 3-4 is there. Vasishtha was very much fearful, because he gave a word, I will give 1,000 items, but here only 4-5 is there. How we can manage now? Then Arundhati said, you can't see 1,000 items? It is there 1,000. You can't see? No, only 4 is there. How you can say 1,000? What, Vishwamitra? You are really a scholar. You don't know. In the Sarthakala, Karavalli Sadam Proktam, Vachravalli Sadatrayam, Panasaga Sachadam Saiva, Sarthakale Vidiyade. You don't know? You forgot? Means, Karavalli means Karela, bitter gourd. In the Shraddha period, if you make Karela sabji, but bitter gourd, in one sabji it is equal to 100. And another sabji, Vajravalli, I don't know English name. So that another one sabji. If you cook that, that is equal to 300 sabji. And another one sabji is Panasaga, it's like jackfruit sabji. Jackfruit sabji, if you make that, it is equal to 600 sabji. Calculate now how much? 100, 300, 600, total 1,000. It is over. Take prasadam and go. So why I said this, wife also have that such a responsibility when the husband he is in some such a difficult situation. She also has to act in such a way that her husband will relieve from that problem. So that is the duty of wife also. And the husband duty is to give full protection to his wife in all situations. So this kind of attitude, where is there, that relationship will go lifelong. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.